Welcome to the Edupedia World, virtual world, free education. My name is Suraya Sayed, Microsoft Certified Trainer. I have explained the steps that precede the printing process in the previous videos, such as adjusting margins and spacing between columns, decide the orientation and paper size, adding useful information in the area of headers and footers, page breaks to control data flowing between papers, print cell ranges to print only part of the sheet, spell checking to avoid spelling errors, find and replace for fine-tuning your worksheet, displaying or hiding grid lines, and also displaying rows and columns headings on the printed pages for visual clarification, automatic rows and columns to add headers on each printed page, and finally previewing the sheet before print to avoid unwanted results. Now we are ready to print our worksheet. The first question you should ask yourself in the print settings section is, what do you want to print? Would you like to print only the current sheet that is active in use? Or you want to print all worksheets inside that workbook? Or it might be you need to print only some cells, so don't print unwanted extra data. The final choice to print a group of cells that you have formatted as a table. Here is the printing workbook in which I have created two worksheets. The first sheet is Warehouse 1 and it is now the active one. And the second one, which is Warehouse 2 and 3. Now let's try to print from the File tab. On the Print tab, before clicking the Print button, adjust the setting of printing. By default, Excel will print the active sheet, and because Warehouse number 1 is the active sheet, it will be the printed sheet. To check, look at the preview section. You can find the data of Warehouse 1 will be printed, but it will be divided into 2 pages because it is too long to be placed in one sheet. But if you want to print the second sheet, you should leave the backstage view, back to your workbook, and then click Warehouse 2 and 3 tab to activate it. Then repeat the process again. Don't change the option of printing the active sheet. Now you can see the preview of Warehouse 2 and 3 in the preview area. But if you want to print both of worksheet 1 and 2, you can change the option from the print settings to be the entire workbook. It will automatically be reflected in the preview area. And now the total number of pages that Excel will print is 3. 2 for Warehouse 1 and the last page for Warehouse 2 and 3. But to print part of the sheet, you should make a selection on the cells that you want to print only, or to format these cells as a formatted table. For example, to print only some cells that contain data about banana product, let's sort the data at the first from A to Z. Then the data for banana will be gathered. Select the data from cell A32 to cell F46. This is all the data for banana product. Now let's try to print only these cells from the Print tab. Now change the option to print the selection. Now it's obvious that it will print only the cells of banana product. Another example, switch to warehouse 2 and 3, and I want to print these data. Instead of printing the selection, I can convert this data to be formatted as a table. It will confirm the cell of ranges. Click OK. Yes, it is formatted as a table. When click anywhere inside this table, then print, you will see a new option now is shown in the drop-down list of the print option to print the selected table. It recognizes these cells as a table, and you will see this table now in the preview. Thank you for watching Edupedia World videos. See you at the next video.